boys, my count is 60 something days old. I got to check this because this is actually awesome. Let me turn the sound off here. How do I check? Daily login rewards. We're on day 65. So technically in 64 days, I got to show this off. This is super cool. I went and I did the highest level of Hydra with my team, and I wanted to see how it would do. And I got 48 million. I one-keyed it on auto. So the team I used was, I think I can go into it and it'll show. All right, so it'll show the grayed out characters here under my face cam, but there's no way you're gonna be able to see that. I'll lean this way, but I used Key-Hulk, obviously, then I used a Galathier, and then I used Leo, and I took Donatello off the team. I don't know why. Anytime I use the mythical thing's named Leo, I have to go check in a second. I always use Raphael with him, and because Raphael getting the extra turn meter plus the extra turn meter from himself, I feel like that's more value than Donatello getting a ton of extra damage. And also he's going to, his name's Androck, but it's not Leo, but Androck is going to give just more turn meter overall to the team. So I wanted that value versus the value that Leonardo brought, but I wanted to test multiple things, but then I ended up one keying it for 48 million. So I had to keep it. And now I don't have any other characters for Hydra. Now, I do not plan on going for this newest fusion event. There's a new fusion character coming. He's Bombs. I don't know his name, but he seems very good. But there is a 2x event for Sacred Shards. I'm going to rip mine because I want to get a couple extra characters. I did just get a stamina pack. I'm going to be farming up. And then also, after I'm done with this video today, I'm going to be recording Faction Wars. We have our Demon Spawn and Barbarian, which I have 0 on both. So I'm going to crank out for those two and get the Faction Wars going within that. And that'll get me a bunch of extra stars. And then I'm going to slowly get up to where I am getting the legendary books from Faction Wars, which the most important thing on my account right now is I'm using everything without books. But this is a paid tutorial account in case you guys are curious. I just want to take advantage of the 2x, and there's not gonna be a summon event for a while. Now's your chance to become part of my team by clicking my link in the description to get the free legendary Alonarilla as well as Vergus, Tagoar, and Deacon Armstrong as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player and Play on your PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register using a new email address. From there, launch raid, complete the tutorial, then go to your mailbox and claim your first champ. Lastly, use the promo code Desert Queen to get the insane Void Legendary Tawanaric for free on top of all those other free champions. That's all you need to do to get these awesome free champs. So click my link in the description now before it expires. And if there is something big that I want, I'll just buy into it. But I want to summon for the 2x because maybe we get something cool. And we're just going to go ahead and start ripping the summons. So we got 12. Not a ton. That is so loud in my ears. Let me turn that down. All right. So I'm not going to look too much into the epics for this. He is a Dark Elf, but I have most of my factions like figured out. But the Faction War series, I want to at least benchmark everything we do up until a certain point, and then it'll have to, from there, she has kind of high rated in Faction War Sacred Order. I don't think I have the greatest team for that. Those of you that haven't seen any of the Faction War videos, I'm just going in, building a team, switching over the gear, and then slowly leveling up and figuring out which Faction War team for each. The problem is, on my main account, I've never done that Hydra damage on my main. I also haven't fully finished Faction Wars. I'm like a couple stars off of getting Lydia on there, but that means I have not done hard Faction Wars yet, meaning that I don't know the characters that have value in low Faction Wars, regular Faction Wars versus the high Faction Wars. So with that, it's kind of hard to balance. If I don't get a single legendary on 2x from 12 shards, I'm gonna be sad because Pity, I believe, is 20. Baroth rated low for everything. I actually know this champ, but single target on skill 3, I'm not gonna look at it too much for now. We will check him out whenever we get into the Faction War portion. Going in here, we have, oh, Duck is really good. Okay, I did not have him yet. He is very high. Provoker, he is ally defense, provoke, reflect damage, and unkillable buff. And then from here, we have decreased attack, decreased defense on all enemies. That's really good, and it books up to 100, so he's probably going to be a book target. He's super good, and he's orc, so that's going to help me as well. My Orgrin tribe is really good because I have both of the, we have Belwer and we have Klazag. So those two alone pretty much just carry Orgrin tribe, but orc I could definitely use some help on. So that's big. And then please at least give me 1 gold. Then we have Achak, already had him. He is a very solid character too. He's going to be rated high in multiple things. Spider's Den, pretty high. Then from here, we've got no legendary still. I do not know Tarshan, not worried about him. Demon Spawn, it wasn't Demon Spawn one of the factions I had today? I think it was. So maybe I will end up reading him. Then from here, we've got Pan the Bowhorn. He's rated really high as well. So Pan is going to ignore defense, single target, true fear, weaken, and then AoE, increase attacking speed on himself. He's rated that high, even though he's seemingly a selfish character. Targets a boss, 25% weaken. So he must do a lot of damage, but being rated that high in Faction Wars and being a single target character, kind of shocking. Can I please have a legend? Oh my god. I'm not gonna get one. So if you guys were curious, gift cards are pretty solid too. One of the reasons I'm doing this too is I'm only 2 characters away from the Kage fusion. I was like, maybe I get them today, that'd be big. We are not getting them. So he is a Banner Lord. My Banner Lord, I believe we have April for, but increased defense. So he's already solid. Just this is not a selfish character. Fills champion's turn meter when they're attacked under provoke, and he has AoE provoke and skill 2. Yeah. So gift card, I'm definitely going to be using him. He's rated 4.7. So never go off the ratings. Androck is rated terrible, and he's the character that is carrying my account with the turtles. Can I please have a gold? I'm not going to get a gold. All right, so we got Gory. Freeze. So Shadowkin, the Shadowkin Reviver portion is the hardest thing for me, and I already have my Shadowkin team pretty figured out because I do have Leonardo and I have Shredder. So Shadowkin, I'm basically just wishing we had a legendary Shadowkin Reviver. All right, so here we go. Renin the Silken, I just pulled her recently, so I'm not too worried about her. She has a revive. I am already using her on my Faction War teams. We only have 2 left and we didn't get a legendary. That's sad. That is why you save your Sacred Shards for events, because you get way more value out of. So Arendolf, he was a fusion character, I believe, not too long ago, probably about a year ago now. Not too worried about him. And then now last summon, I didn't get a legendary. That sucks. But we got a couple new epics. Oh, there it is. There's the legendary. I didn't have him. Yes, that is so big. Okay, so we got Geomancer. Massive for the account. That is just as good as getting half the legendaries in the game. Definitely building him up. Those of you guys that do not know Geomancer, ratings reset, and he has 3,000 ratings while everything else has barely any besides some 3 stars. So Geomancer, one of the best characters, epics in the game. So going in, he has a reflect damage if they're under HP burn, and decreased damage all hours received by 15%. On top of that, he does so much. Definitely building him up. I don't know where I'm going to use him. Definitely Hydra. He is one of the characters I will have built for Hydra, and he's kind of somebody I can slot in almost anywhere. So that was worth it. Now I was sad about not getting anything. No legendary. I'm close to pity on legendary now though, which is great. And I have Geomancer, and for the fusion, we are 2 characters away from Mikage, which is big. Rosin, we have everything we need, so just need to put the work in for that. And then we're looking pretty good. I'm very happy with this account. So those of you guys that don't know, I have been able to, on this account in 65 days, I have not tackled Ice Golem, but I am able to farm Hard 10 Dragon. That's one of the main things I farmed. I have gotten some gear lately, so all my characters are stronger. The only thing I cannot beat is stage 10 of Fire Knight. I farmed stage 8 and it's consistent. I have farmed quite a bit of that, but once I get to stage 9, it's not as clean because I have a couple Force champions, so the extra damage from that really hurts me. And then the next thing I really need to tackle though, if I want to get my core team super strong, is going to be Sand Devil Necropolis, and I do not know what to do for that. That is the hardest thing for me right now, but we'll figure that out. I'm going to go actually level up some gear, and I'm going to try a live arena with the 4 turtles. That is going to be the next video, and then I'm recording a faction war video after that for the next 2 factions to get some of the extra rewards from that. But that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Geomancer, huge pull on the account, and that's all I have. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.